Oh boy.
There we go. There we go.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey, there's a name. Episode 9.
Yes!
Wait. It's called episode 9. Guys, stand up.
Wait,
Stephen Colbert.
What?
Excuse me?
Yeah. Not
Excuse
you.
me, what? Stephen Colbert revealed for episode 9.
Stephen Colbert? What is this? What is even?
Oh, that's my favorite Star Wars actor.
Stephen Colbert is Ray's parent.
Top 10 anime betrayals. Top 10 anime betrayals. Hated the movie. Fuck
Someone's
you off.
booing. I can hear booing.
Wait,
Are people booing?
is he getting booed?
God,
I
if we...
heard a boo.
Wait.
Awful.
Boo!
Please sit down.
Wait,
What
wait,
is
wait.
happening?
Wait, shut up.
Exciting hour you're about to be a part of.
Just turn everyone else down, that's what I'm doing.
Save a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, an
I am
hour.
Stephen Colbert.
Pronounced his name
Wait.
wrong.
Wait.
The fuck?
I am so excited.
Let's not talk first.
Hey.
And boy, are my S-foils locked into attack position.
True nerd,
If you don't
true nerd.
understand what I just said, what are you doing here?
He knows the S-foils.
Now you might be saying to yourself, wait, what is Stephen Colbert doing at the episode 9 panel?
Wait.
I know.
Yeah?
He is a lifelong fan of Star Wars, but doesn't he do a TV show 5 nights a week in New York City? Doesn't he have a show tonight? How could he be here? Well, let me ask you this. Am I really at this panel?
Brain it in.
Force projection.
Oh, dude.
Isn't it just as like
Luke Skywalker?
this position on the roof of the Ed Sullivan Theater? Force projecting myself onto this stage right now.
Stop telling jokes. Give us
Oh,
the
shut up,
trailer.
Society.
That's AJ.
Go ahead, try to strike me down. I will become more powerful. He tried. I will become more powerful than you could never imagine. Also, and this is very important, do not try to.
The memes.
I might actually be here, and that would hurt.
Yes, this is the trailer.
I also do have a security
Yeah.
force with me, and at least one of them is a no-gree.
Why is the
Again,
volume
if you
so
don't know what that
low?
means, why are you here? We know Star Wars isn't just a movie or a cartoon.
Oh,
It's special.
come on, man. Too soon.
Or a breakfast cereal, or a soap dispenser. Or
Christmas special 2 confirmed.
dispenser. It's not even just an ice mold that makes one giant
We can dream.
of a Death Star that makes your cocktail very fun. Yes, it's all those things, but it's not just that. It's also a place,
This is not what I
a
expected.
universe. It's where we go to get lost,
I don't think it is what anyone was expecting.
to feel understood, to feel like anything is possible.
I thought
30 years in,
Warwick Davis was presenting.
than ever any of us can
He was.
imagine
He was
being
It's
stage.
actually
I don't
Warwick
know.
Davis on stilts.
about to take our first step.
It's a costume.
in a larger world. I was once that kid, and on my best days, I still am. Now, a few months ago, my friend JJ,
More like Jar Jar Abrams, am I right?
my compadre, my
Whoa, dude. Nice.
Whoa, ho, ho,
called
ho.
me up and he said,
Oh.
"Would you do me a favor?" And I said, "Why?" Because again, he's my friend. I like to repeat that.
What's up, Tom?
But he's also a creative genius who understands the spirit and the joy of science fiction. And perhaps most importantly, because he let me visit the episode 9
It's JJ.
set. I know things. Oh, the things I know. I got to go in the thing, and I saw the place where they were with the people who
Whoa.
were from that place. And you're not going to believe the new things for them theys who usually have other things, but then now they have a new one. This is going to be so much
How
more exciting
profound.
when we can use nouns.
Oh my god, this is so exciting.
I
Of
know.
course, we're here today to talk about episode 9, the movie
Several people are doing.
Skywalker Saga.
Until
Let's
10,
get this
of
thing
course.
started. It is my pleasure to introduce the president of Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, and the director
Yay.
of episode 9.
Hey!
Hello. games begin. Here we go. Now,
Hello, Chicago.
I go with a
Kathy,
fucking
JJ,
wig.
Obviously, the room is electric.
He looked dashing.
It's soaked with gasoline right now. We're just going to light a match. We know how these people feel. They are just on the edge of their seats with anticipation. What is it like for you, for the people who have created this film, to have that first moment of revelation, like the things that you know you're going to give to the audience, the things you're going to learn? You've done this before. What's this moment like right before you open the present?
You know, the thing I think about all the time is the responsibility we have. And we have it with all of you, and it's something
Come on, you got an echo.
that we talk about every minute that we're involved in making these movies. And this one in particular, I think the little film you saw at the front end, George was saying that this is the third act of a three-act structure. It is. That's exactly what it is. And we've immersed ourselves in everything George created, talked about it endlessly, and we're so
Come on, you have an
excited
echo.
because I think what you're going to end up seeing, you're going to be so happy with. We are incredibly excited.
She's so passionate. It annoys me when people say she's just.
And this guy sitting next to me,
pisses me off.
he cares more than anybody I know. So.
Well, first of all, thank you all for coming. This is unbelievable to be here with you. I have to say, in answer to your question, Stephen.
Qantas, your mic is
in
like
answer to your
echoing.
question, I think that. But I love
Thank
you.
you.
Also. The thing is, that at this stage, we've been so sort of in that focused cave of the editing room and working so hard with a very small group of people. And you're aware, of course, what Star Wars means to so many outside of those rooms. But to come here and to have this kind of warm reception and to be physically, viscerally reminded of what it means is the most amazing and exciting shot in the arm. And like Kathy said, we cannot wait for you to see what we're cooking up.
Okay, so with that in mind, where are you in production right now?
Well, we're editing and we're doing visual effects. When you wrap a movie like this, as you all know and can imagine, the directing doesn't stop, the story creation doesn't stop. So you keep. They actually love each other. They love each other. It's the greatest thing in the world. The process continues, and so we're editing, and things are going pretty well so far.
Well, Kathy, as you were saying, this is the final movie of a 9-movie arc. What's that like? That's unprecedented in filmmaking, to have this one story, over this period of time. As you said, the third, three-act plays, as it were.
Yeah, it is. And I think that what's also fascinating is it's over 40 years. So the context that George was working within, it's 40 years later. And to keep this relevant and meaningful to the characters and to the people experiencing this story, it has to feel like it's of its time. And I think that what we've done is we've taken to heart everything that inspired George, and then I think the inspiration that JJ's brought to this has given it even more depth.
Well, also, this movie, in addition to being the end of 3 trilogies, it also needs to work as its own movie, and that's been part of the fun of it, part of the challenge of it. But this movie, it's about this new generation and what they've inherited. The light and the dark, and asking the question as they face the greatest evil, are they prepared? Are they ready? And it's been really incredible to look at this thing that George created and to bring it to a
Shit, when do I go to the toilet?
In this way about this.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It is so.
It's like, where did I don't know if you guys saw what Tom posted. It was like a picture of what seems like a trailer.
What is?
Yeah.
Can you give us?
And that was like already like 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Okay, moving on.
Hello?
On. I was lucky enough
Hello?
to
Wait, where
interview
is
Carrie
this?
Fisher a few times, and
It's up in the chat.
And even the little bit I knew Carrie Fisher, I know there's fundamentally no way to
Seems like there's a major
as
delay
person
though.
or as that person playing the character of Princess Leia. How did you approach filling the void left by Carrie in this movie?
Well, as I've said, we couldn't. And as Chris Terrio, the co-writer, and Kathy and Michelle Rejwan, producer, as we all talked about how to move on. I mean, she was the best. She was glorious. She was amazing. And we all just loved her. And I knew her for many years before as well. Episode 7, she was the greatest. It was impossible. There was no way. What are you gonna do? You don't recast that part, and you don't suddenly have her disappear. And the weird miracle of
I'm back.
having had
We got a trailer yet?
a number of
Nope.
scenes.
No, but apparently
from,
someone
Force Awakens that
posted
had
a
gone
picture of it and then deleted
looking at
it.
those scenes
Oh, yeah.
and starting to understand that there was actually a way
Voodoo.
to use those scenes to continue her story, so that it would be her. The idea of having a CG character was off the table. We'd never even want to try. And the idea of saying, well, what if we could actually write scenes around her? So it would be her performance. She's in the movie. And the crazy thing is, and I say this, like emotionally, it's every day it hits me that she's not here. But it's so surreal because we're working with her still, if that makes sense. She's in scenes. She's so alive in scenes. And the craziest part is how not crazy it feels. She is there in these scenes. In some scenes with Billy, her daughter, who is in the movie as well. And it's just, Princess Leia lives in this film in a way that is kind of mind-blowing to me.
Well, are there... What are some of the differences you can, like what are some of the new things in this film that you can share with us? When last we saw the cast, they were all spread out.
Okay, so that's why it
when
started
those stories
late from.
ended, they were not together. They'd been split up. Are they? Do we pick up exactly where we left off? Can you tell us anything about how far the stories have progressed?
Oh, shit.
What I
Oh,
would
wow.
say is that,
What?
Oh, wow.
the movie doesn't pick up immediately after the last film. Some time has gone by.
Heyo.
What I'll say is that in this movie, and you could tell by that picture, it's the very beginning of it, but this is an adventure that the group
That's
goes on.
the very
together.
beginning of the movie.
And this is, yeah. And it's a story that I think one of the great things about the movie, getting to work on it, was the dynamic between the characters. They are just the most wonderful together, and that's the thing I'm sort of most excited for you all to see.
What about your use of CGI versus practical effects or locations, or like is there can you talk about that at all?
The director, go ahead.
Shade.
I want to tell you so much, but I will say this: that as with the Force Awakens, what we tried to do.
I love how he like doesn't know what to say.
Space adventure that takes place on many worlds and in many places. That we did everything we could, building sets, exterior and interior and exterior, going to locations in and around in England,
Oh my God.
and Jordan, and other places. We did everything we could.
That picture is
to have it
beautiful,
in
by the
camera.
way.
One of my favorite things as a kid, and I still remember that visceral feeling at 10 years old, seeing, looking at what I learned later was Tunisia, but it felt like you knew you were in a real place. It was, and to one of the infinite number of brilliant strokes that George had was to tell the story in physical actual real locations. That's Jordan,
Ooh.
the location. Wadi Rum, where they shot, Lawrence of Arabia, and you get there and you're just looking around. You can't believe what you're seeing, and it's amazing to have the sort of that kind of beautiful nature as a backdrop for sequences. So we tried to keep it as real as possible, as physical as possible. It was better for the actors, better for the movie.
Kathy, what was the last day of shooting like?
It was emotional, and I can't really give you details except to say that.
All right.
Remember,
Were there a lot of people on set? Were there very few people on set?
Was Adam Driver naked?
Just a few.
That'll be the best part.
Oh, I get it now. You went to Chicago to ask questions.
Oh my God, they're being so secretive. I don't think we're gonna get a trailer.
All right, let's.
Why are they being so secretive?
Please don't say that.
What the fuck's
Well,
going
they put a
on?
teaser out now, though, miss.
Sure. Cast members. Cast members. All right, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Oh, they're bringing out people?
Yeah.
C-3PO, Anthony Daniels, and
Oh no, but
R2-D2.
Kenny Baker's dead. Oh, still hurts. Still hurts.
Okay, so he's
That Kenny Baker got so shafted though, even before this.
Oh, and R2.
Might be better over there.
Seaman, no.
Anthony, hello.
Hello.
Anthony, you're in every film. 3PO
Is he on Solo?
is what binds
Aw,
the films
R2.
together and surrounds them. What is it like to be a physical embodiment of the Force throughout all of these films?
I never knew. I mean, I don't know where it is, but yes, what a beautiful way of putting it. But I want to say something first. On tweets today, people were all over the world saying, wish I could be here. And I know we're on camera, so I don't know where the camera is, but whoever is in Australia or all the other countries around the planet, I want to give you a big wave, and you're here in spirit, okay? Don't you think? Because not everybody can be here. So yes, one of the things you will notice about 3PO is he is...
Aw, he's so
there is a
wholesome.
reason. I mean, you think Obi-Wan Kenobi knows it all. Yes. 3PO is the one who tells you that you're in danger. You should get out of there, yes? And what does everybody do in 3 trilogies of 9 movies? They say, shut up.
In real life too.
Give us
Well, I'm here to
spoilers,
say
Anthony.
Enough. The droid fights back.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Damn.
Did he kill Kenny Baker?
When you return to playing 3PO, do you ever say to yourself, oh, I wonder if I'll still fit in it? It's like a bride going back to the wedding dress.
Totally like that. And on the first fittings, generally, bit of a squeeze. But then I'm back in the gym. Look at that. I'm on a diet, whatever, and I squeeze back in. Because if I don't... What was really scary in that wonderful little pre-show history film you showed,
Aw.
it had a picture of me with hair as black as JJ's. Be warned, JJ.
Just glucose off.
Yeah, it's being 3PO has all sorts of parameters to it, But I just love the guy, so I've got to tuck inside there somewhere.
If 3PO was real and you could purchase one...
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I know he was real. He was available. No longer available. A discontinued model a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Wait a minute.
Oh, snap.
Under production.
Spoilers?
Would you want your own 3PO unit?
Are you crazy? Look, things like Alexa and Siri terrify me.
Anthony's terrifying
I was
me.
once a sat-nav for the car.
Yeah?
At the next roundabout, turn left. Take the 5th exit. Shut up! How did I know where... it's true. I actually had to turn myself off. It happens regularly every morning in front of the mirror these days, but would I want 3PO? I would want, I regard 3PO as my best friend in many ways. And I would genuinely want a best friend who cared for me as much as 3PO does. Leave it at that.
That's very sweet.
Oh.
Stephen, is this a more satisfying interview so far?
This, all of this is exciting to me. All of this, I can't believe I get to be on stage with C-3PO.
I can't believe I'm on stage with you three. I mean, look at this. This is a fan fest all of our own.
Okay, I understand you have a book, Anthony, that's being announced tomorrow. You can't give us the title of the book. Can you give us the
shit, look,
title
you guys.
that you wanted to give the book that your editor
Oh God, Anthony
said
has a book
the
coming
audience
out.
wouldn't understand?
He said the public won't understand. Worldwide, they won't understand. I'm
So
very
Daisy, John,
He said, no.
Jonas, and Oscar.
Well, actually, would it be a scientific experiment?
Sure.
They said you would never understand. Are you ready? If you understand the title of my memoirs of Star Wars, and you get it,
Oh,
will you
no.
cheer? If you think indeed it was a numbnut title and you don't get it, will you boo? Are you ready?
Cool hello there,
Yeah,
isn't it?
people, are you ready?
It's a prequel meme, I can tell.
And the people up in the cheap seats, are you ready? The title of my memoir
No!
is Telling the Odds.
Ah.
Oh!
Clever.
I really like that.
Porg, shut up. Oh my god.
Oh God, I'm dying.
It's too late. They already printed the cover, which you will see at 11:30 tomorrow. And I will tell you that I actually do like their title as well.
Is there still one guy booing?
Our next cast member, the long-awaited, much-beloved
Oh shit, yeah.
Parisian Billy D. Williams.
Oh, look at him.
He's coming.
What a guy.
Oh lord, he come.
Still bashing.
Sweet.
Sweet.
You're all so sweet. Thank you so much. And there's an awful lot of you, my
He's got his voice back.
Please don't die, Lando, I swear to God.
Love back to you. Love back to you. You know, I'm a very
You know what's
happy
happening.
person. You know, I didn't expect to be in this little adventure. I agree with you. But I got lucky. And I ended up working with somebody that I have a tremendous regard for. J.J. Abrams. I love his name, J.J. Abrams. He's a beautiful young man. He's extraordinary. And
And
you know,
before
I've been doing this for a
Billy
long time.
D starts flirting with
I think
JJ.
60 years I've been doing this. And I've been fortunate enough to work with some pretty extraordinary people in my lifetime. But this is probably I regard this as a real highlight for me. It's true, genuine highlight in my life.
Well, Billy, what was it like to come back to a character after so many decades? Was it like riding a bike, or did you have to? How did you find Lando again?
How did I find Lando again?
Yeah, was it easy to slip back?
Lando never left me.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Hey!
Oh my God! Wow.
There he is.
That looks awesome.
A shade older, but he's still there. He's still hanging in there.
Well, Kathy, JJ, what was it like on the first day, the first time that Billy D. Williams came back?
I love his laugh.
Jaw-dropping. I mean, I think all of us just kept looking at one another. I know you didn't quite realize just how awestruck we were, but it was amazing.
It was a big group scene, so there were a lot of extras, and Billy came onto the set, and it was like, and it just went silent, and everyone's just like watching, and it was so sweet to see the reaction from the people who were working on the movie. But it was honestly, it was an emotional thing. It really was.
And I will say, the thing that I always love with JJ is that he'll turn to me and he'll go, "Oh my God, can you believe this is happening? Can you believe this is happening?"
Listen, it's nice to have all of this, these accolades and all of this admiration.
Love his laughing.
But when you're doing this kind of stuff, this acting stuff, and to really have an opportunity to work with some really, really wonderful, extraordinary people is something I really enjoy more than just making money. But don't get me wrong, I love making my money. But, just to be able to hang out and play around with ideas and with people like you, Monsieur, and JJ.
Well, speaking of money, Lando is not entirely a bad guy, and he's not entirely a good guy either. Like the last time we saw him, yes, he's Han's friend, and he comes to the rescue, but he's a little bit of a lovable scoundrel at the same time. Is he the same guy?
There's a thing called expediency.
Oh, expediency.
When you're in a situation, especially when you're up against somebody like a Darth Vader, you have to, and you own what is pretty much like owning Las Vegas. If you're like a Steve Wynn, kind of an entrepreneur, and you have this kind of threat. Here's a guy chasing after, Boba Fett's chasing after. I have to explain this stuff to you. I don't understand why.
You don't have to explain it to these people.
I get sick and tired of being accused of betraying Han Solo.
Now you're gonna live it down.
It's like first person singular. All of a sudden I'm talking about me instead of Lando Calrissian. But anyway, he was up against Darth Vader. He had to figure something out. By the way, did anybody die? Nobody died, right? Nobody died.
Oh my God.
He played it right. He played it right.
That's the best questions anyone's ever asked.
So, I had to figure out how to prevent the complete demise of my friend and his friends. So,
really, in retrospect, the hero of all 9 movies, Lando Calrissian, if you think about it. All right, exciting. Well, we have more cast members to introduce now. It is my pleasure to introduce the next generation cast. Please welcome Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Kelly Marie Tran, Jonas Sortamo. Good to see ya. Naomi Ake. And BB-8.
This music.
Oh my gosh.
You know, it's so nice to see Kelly Marie Tran back up there after all she's been through.
Right?
Hopefully nobody boos her.
Aw, she's crying.
I don't want to interrupt, but I will cheer this long too. We've got to get some questions. All right. Hey, everybody. There's so much cheering. Let's go over the names again. Daisy, John, Oscar, Kelly, Jonas, Naomi, and of course, BB over here. Naomi, you're the newest member of the crew here.
Hello. Hi. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, there's so many of you. Yeah, that's a lot.
Welcome
That's
to your
really
first
cool.
Star Wars celebration.
Yeah, man. I'm happy. I'm very ready to celebrate. I've been waiting for this. It's cool. Hi. Yeah.
Well,
I love her outfit.
the call
You said the same thing about me, Carla. I don't believe
in
it.
the next Star Wars film. Like,
Yeah, but
where were you
hers
when you
is
find out?
better.
In bed.
Wow.
Yeah, I said it. It's covered in pink,
I
okay?
call
I
at
can't
like
help
7
it.
o'clock in the morning.
He is very pink.
My best
It's
friend was
amazing.
sleeping downstairs, and my dad was in the house, and I like yelped. My dad ran up the stairs, and he just sat at the end of my bed, and he just had his hands.
What is Naomi from again?
And I like open
I don't know. I've
eyes,
never seen her in anything.
I was sobbing it, but then
I feel like I recognize her name.
I couldn't tell nobody, so I had to just like, I went down and made a cup of tea, and I was like, "You're right, babe. Everything's cool. Like, yeah, just another day."
Spook, shut up, man.
That is the most British thing I've ever heard.
Mind blowing. This is mind blowing.
What did your dad say when you told him?
My dad was telling me to shush because I was talking too loud on the phone. So he was more telling me to be quiet so that my best friend wouldn't hear. But he knew from the beginning. Sorry, JJ. He knew from the,
So
but
we
he was the
don't
only
know
one.
we don't know anything about your character yet.
No.
We don't know your character. We don't even know your character's name. Can she reveal the
Am I
character?
allowed?
Well,
Thank you. Her name is Jana.
kind of already knew that.
I can't.
Wait. Oh wow.
It's so cool. Yeah, man, that's wicked. I mean, all I can really say is like the original group are going on like this epic adventure together.
As epic gamers
I'm
should.
like so excited about where Jana crosses paths with them. It's wicked, man. It's good.
No, I've been told that there are rumors on the internet that your character is Lando Calrissian's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go full Maury Povich right now. Is your father on this stage?
Yep, it's BB-8.
Listen. Lando is a very charming man, so he could have children all over the universe. That's all I'm saying. Am I right?
Now, before you do this part, your most famous role was playing Lady Macbeth.
Yeah.
Does Shakespeare help prepare you for space opera?
No, nothing. I don't think anything can prepare you for this. Actually, not any kind of training at all.
All right, John, welcome back to Star Wars Celebration.
Thanks, dude.
Now, I know there's very little you can reveal,
Joe.
so I will give you a choice. Either tell me what happens to Finn or try to explain Brexit to these people.
Really?
I'm gonna go with that Finn.
What the fuck's going on with his hair? I don't know.
Hi guys.
Wave check.
It's good to be back. It's amazing. Finn. Y'all see my colors? On this adventure, I think Finn has just found his footing and his identity within the Resistance. I think the last.
I'm liking his new look. It reminds me a lot of Han.
Where he belonged, and in this
Yeah.
film, he's a full-fledged Resistance sexy young man, as you can see. as you can see by the picture.
Is that a special division of the Resistance? Sexy young men?
Honestly, at the beginning,
Full brigade.
my big thing was costume. I always felt that Finn didn't have his identity through this costume. And JJ was like to me, "You're gonna love this one." And I saw the blue pants coming out of the cupboard where Michael Kaplan was coming out with it, and I was just like, "I'm in Star Wars now."
Yeah, I really like the blue pants.
Yeah, me too.
Finn's enemy
I like the little cuff thing he has.
has been Captain Phasma. It seems like she died in The Last Jedi, just like she died in The Force Awakens.
Old news, she gone. Got rid of her.
Does Finn get any closure in this movie?
Emotional closure, you know. Sure. I mean, I don't think about her at night and stuff. But I definitely feel that there's some form of closure within who he identifies with, who is family, what is love, what is friendship, and that's what defines him in this movie. But Phasma, she did.
What a great response.
Now, Finn has fought Captain.
I'm so glad he said that, honestly.
Twice.
Someone say it for Snoke.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Could Finn take Brienne of Tarth?
Okay, but is he saying that because she really ain't dead?
Well, I'm not even going to meet her. I'm going to just shoot her from the building. Yeah, she's done. She's done.
Gun beats sword, i.e. Indiana Jones.
A little bit
So
of a
yeah.
triangle going on with Finn and Rey and Rose.
You add Poe there as well as a love triangle.
Very complicated.
Very complicated.
Damn, he went there.
That have been looking at Finn a certain type of way, so I don't know if they want to add
And Poe?
but yeah, it's a love pentagon, man. It's just there's a lot going on.
Finn the galaxy's most eligible bachelor?
I think he is. Period. Period. Point blank.
This panel is only an hour, right?
So
yeah.
Panel's only an hour.
Well, it's already 40 minutes done. What the hell?
Oscar, good
We
to
only,
see you again.
we only have 18 minutes.
What's up, Chicago?
I want his beard. Give me his beard.
Right? It's so, like, thick.
I understand.
It's nearly as good as
Let's
Kratos
get to the
is.
heat of the meat right away. Who's a better pilot, Poe or Han Solo? Yeah.
You did that, huh?
We're gonna go there.
You're doing that to me. There was so much goodwill a second ago. He just burned it in front of my eyes.
There was so much goodwill.
All right, look, no one can pilot.
I have to say Poe on that one.
Nobody. However, Poe is he can literally fly anything. I'm just saying Poe is the better Uber driver.
Oh boy, Nathan Drake over here.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
I don't know how I could.
You guys like the scarf? Nice scarf.
Poe's the better Uber driver. That's
I'm not sure
amazing.
if I could enjoy this movie more than I'm enjoying watching you enjoy these photographs right now. That's a high bar. Now, you were born in Guatemala, raised in Miami.
Guatemala. Nice, Miami. 305. Cuban father, so Cuban and Guatemala.
Star Wars has been translated into every language on the planet. What's it like doing press around the world when you're able to speak to the Spanish-speaking press in their own language about the films? Like, how would you describe Poe or this film in Spanish?
Well, it's just like this, but in Spanish.
Like,
very similar.
is Star Wars? Forgive my ignorance. Is Star Wars in Spanish or is?
No, it's StarWars. Oh, it's actually Guerra de las Galaxias is the other one.
Sorry, it's what?
Guerra de las Galaxias.
Which means?
Well, actually, I guess like War of the Galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's Bebocho.
Cameron just had a seizure when he said
and
that.
your buddy is Arturito. Little Arthur.
Now, Poe is always cracking a joke at the darkest moments. Whether it's taking on a dreadnought and an X-wing, or being interrogated at Kylo Ren. Is everything a
Am
joke?
I a joke to you?
Why won't he take any of this seriously?
I think he takes
Wait,
his
is that
love
actually a
for
still
Finn
from the movie?
very seriously. Very seriously.
Oh.
He's a human, you know. He has no.
Oh, look at them together. Oh, what does that mean?
Human, and I think one of the most human things you can do is find the irony and the humanity.
Somewhere out there, Jester just up and died.
That is an element of the Force.
Rest in peace.
Oh, Xander.
Humor.
Poe was born into war. He was from Yavin 4, the planet the original Death Star tries to destroy. And the Empire. Let's say the war ends one day. What's Poe do after the war is over? What's his fault?
Uber seems like a good place to go. Space Uber, yeah. Space Lift. I don't know. You know, it's true. He's a bit. He seeks a bit of that adrenaline, so he'll have to find it somewhere.
Shit, will we even get the title?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think we're getting anything.
Just give it time.
I still want to know the context of that picture of Kylo that was posted.
Yeah.
Has. Thank you! 27. Oh, thanks, everyone.
Title. Oh no.
Thank you. Never thought this would happen, ever. This would... Thank you.
Has Rey read the books she
Oh my
took
God.
from the tree library from Achto?
I mean, as we saw, those books are pretty large. She may have got started. How far through? Who knows?
The tree library.
Proportion of time it's been since the last one.
How long has it been since the last
Yeah.
one, JJ?
Have we said? It's been a little while. So she's getting. I guess she's getting through them. That's me with a stick.
Okay, that's a good design.
She doesn't have them on
Oh shit, look at her. That's awesome.
That would be fantastic. In Yoda sentences, so you always sort of.
She's so cute with that outfit. I know, right? It's really nice. I like her new hairstyle too.
But her lightsaber's in pieces. Is she rebuilding that lightsaber, or are we in a start from scratch situation here?
Well, my answer is not the end of the story, because there are many more months to come and a film to come. But the lightsaber that Rey inherited from Luke lives.
Yes.
Are there any, and I'm sure you can't tell me what they are there any new Force powers that we were not aware of before that appear? For instance, we were thrown for a delightful loop on the Force projection of Luke at the end of Episode 8. Is there any new things that Rey is going to pull on us? Is she going to be able to pull down a Star Destroyer with her mind? Can she force flow through time? Is there? You don't have to give us, but is there any new tricks?
This is a JJ question.
What are the tricks, JJ?
I think that's a yes. If you have to ask him.
No, I used to love Daisy. Loved her. Thought she was awesome. I'll say this: there are some extraordinary things that the character
Damn.
and Daisy did in this movie, and there she is now. And some of the things, obviously we don't want to say anything at this moment, but I will say that some of the stuff that happened was possible because we had the most incredible.
That picture is awesome.
Eunice,
That is a
who was just
pretty good picture.
the greatest, and she.
I want that to be my wallpaper.
Remarkable work with the
Same.
entire cast, and some of the things that you allude to will be seen. There she is now, Eunice. She's the best. Anyway, yes, there are some other things, and you'll see them soon.
Daisy, what's up with Rey and Kylo Ren?
Oh no.
I think they're giving us these pictures because we're not going to get.
Rose and Finn.
I mean, we got
Where's
pictures.
Adam
Oh,
Driver?
fuck.
Or Rey and Finn, from your point
The
of
scars
view, what's
moved
going
again.
on here? Where's this relationship?
Oh,
Oh wow.
he looks battle hard.
Oh shit.
Have to wait and see. The Rose and Finn thing, I don't know. Finn, what do you think?
I mean, she my girl, you know, my girl.
Oh fuck.
I guess.
No, no.
Nice chemistry. Just
No.
nice chemistry is all right. It's the middle of war. We're trying to figure ourselves out.
A lot of
We love
crazy
you one
things
day,
happen.
don't love you the next. It's a very distracting place to fall in love.
I guess, Daisy, what I'm asking is, do you have any more Force visions of him semi-naked? Let's sell some tickets right now. Let's sell some tickets.
I think I can confirm.
Oh my
no
god.
one said
JJ
Oh,
just
come
got
on.
that.
Unfortunately,
Am I gonna see the film now?
Only full naked.
No.
We had to take it up a notch, guys.
Since Adam's not here, can I ask a question? Anybody?
Oh,
here
yeah,
know?
Adam's not here.
His chest in episode 8, did he wax? Because it's completely. Is that a Brazilian? Why is there no? He's a big man, not one hair on his chest.
when he turned around, it was as surprising to the crew, I think, as to everyone. It was. He's a big man. Yeah.
Okay.
Are they not going to interview Kelly or Jonas? Jonas?
Talk to me about his lightsaber. I'm just talking about. Okay.
Are we really going there?
Kelly Marie Tran.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Kelly, my mom.
She's getting the most applause. She's getting the most applause. This is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the positive fans are the majority.
Oh,
They are
she's
the
crying
majority.
again.
Absolutely.
She's pretty good, but
Oh.
she just had a shitty spirit.
Oh my god, is she crying? Oh my god, she's crying.
Wow! Woo!
What's happening?
It's really overwhelming. Hi, hello. Thank you.
How are ya?
How's it going, everybody? Woo!
Now, let's talk about a little character preparation for this movie. You narrated the audiobook version of the novel that tells Rose's backstory.
Oh wait,
Cobalt
that's
Squadron.
Stephen Colbert.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did getting to know your
Cool.
character in book form give you more to bring into this film?
I had never done an audiobook before, and the thing I learned is that it's a very long process. But yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a lot of backstory with Rose and Paige, her older sister, so I think it definitely helped me in this upcoming one. Yeah.
As a trained mechanic, what do you think that Rose would think of the Millennium Falcon?
It's really cool.
But universally regarded as a hunk of junk.
Universally regarded. Everyone in that Resistance staff thinks it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah.
You kiss Finn again in this movie?
Listen, all I'm gonna say is Finn's a very eligible bachelor, much like John Boyega. I mean, sorry.
Don't cut that out.
Is that a yes or a no? And please
Already
say
the
yes.
celebration chat's getting cancerous.
Oh no.
Oh.
I hope you
Nice.
say yes, or I
Oh,
also have a
wow.
lot of fan fiction that goes in the shredder.
Just block him.
She looks like she's doing 9 to 5.
Now, when last we saw your character, where was she?
She was in a coma.
Good riddance. Yeah.
Sleep.
Thank you, Carla. I got you.
Do that too.
Can you tell me, JJ, if everybody we see on stage right now ends up together in this film?
Oh, she looked there. She is.
Can I tell you that?
Well, you say that they're going on this adventure together.
Yeah.
She looks so good.
Kelly Marie.
I will say that. How dare you?
I am not your agent right now. I am their agent right now.
5 minutes left.
I love JJ so much more after today.
I
Genuinely.
work for them, JJ.
How dare you? Yeah, JJ's pretty great.
I wouldn't be surprised if we go over the time limit.
I would say that.
Well, he only has Eunice left to.
I will say that I was grateful to Brian
Eunice.
Johnson for so many things that he did.
Eunice.
Oh, the tall fella.
The greatest, though.
There's only 5 minutes left of this panel. Where's the trailer?
Give it time. I have faith.
Wait, didn't it start 5 minutes late?
Hello, Jonas.
No, it started on time. It's just we didn't see certain things.
Can I say one thing? What's up?
He's having a good.
That was Shuri for
So wholesome.
in case you didn't know.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
Are there any differences to the actual Chewie outfit that you're wearing? The actual Chewie costume?
I believe it has been this way since 1977. So, no. I mean, and I just want to say, can we get a big applause for my mentor, Mr.
Definitely,
Peter
yeah.
Mayhew, at this point?
And Peter's not there because he's sick.
Physicality, I don't think Chewbacca would be as
Peter Mayhew isn't there because he's sick.
I think so.
On screen,
Yeah.
you know, anticipating his upcoming.
Why is Discord so
appearance in
laggy
the film,
today?
because the character is just so beloved, and you guys have shown it with your T-shirts
Too many people.
and the kind words all throughout these 5 incredible years that I've become this. Transformed into this character, and I'm just so grateful for everyone who's been supportive. Let's go, Chewie!
What a nerd.
Why do
Aww.
that Chewie is such a beloved character? What do you think? What does Chewie mean? Because we don't know what Chewie is saying. He is a presence. What do you think his presence means?
Today, Discord, today, I want to see this fucking trailer.
Is sort of a duty at this point, because when I was sitting in our living room
How can
carpet,
they not?
wide-eyed, watching the saga start, and Luke drinking that blue milk, and seeing Chewbacca for the first time, I was sure that in this world there's a place for everyone, and that I have to show everyone that Chewbacca, and no matter how big or small you are, there's a place for you in this world, and that's what I believe.
Of course, if he's going to eat that baby, it's not so much R as.
And finally, Jonas, what do
Do you guys remember Chewbacca's family from the holiday special?
Yeah.
Classic.
How can I ever erase that from my memory?
They had such meaningful conversations with each other.
What was it like to be out
Oh my god, he really just said that.
for any of you? What was it like to be out there in that desert? Anthony, compare that to Tunisia. What was Jordan like compared to Tunisia?
Jordan was a truly remarkable experience. The first day driving out there on the set, it was my wife Christine who said, "But this is Ralph McQuarrie's painting. The backdrops, those stone fascias that you're looking at," and I would get goosebumps every day we drove out 45 minutes from the hotel, and it was, oh, it sounds corny, it was beyond a privilege to be there. And remarkably, the desert put up with us. Every day it tried to gain itself back to cover the roads that had been built to put us in, to say goodbye, no, enough, leave us alone. It was the most astounding setting to be in. And the Jordanian people, the Jordanian army,
Who's working the camera? Jesus.
really were part of our kind
Can-
of family.
can they
It was
stop
a
with this?
experience.
Michael J.
Obviously on a
Fox.
goddamn. You want to see trailer?
Do you guys not have a stand or something? Like,
For months
Obviously,
prior
it's
to
on fucking
us
camera phone.
arriving, and then we shot for about 3 weeks.
We got 1 minute.
Where's the nearest bar, JJ?
This guy seems nervous.
No, Stephen. We were working.
That camera shaky.
It was an amazing thing, and we had hundreds of people in unbelievable costumes.
Come on,
that
give
Michael
me the
Kaplan
fucking
designed. We had
trailer
incredible
title, you
creatures that Neil
fucking
Scanlon and
cowards.
his team designed. So to be there, hundreds of people,
Give it a minute.
in the
No,
heat of it, and having
wanna
to
Soon
take,
TM.
food breaks and bathroom breaks and prayer breaks, and it was a whole thing. But we got through it and actually finished a day ahead of schedule, which was kind of incredible.
And sandstorm breaks. Remember that? There'd be times when you'd see these big, huge red clouds coming over. We'd be in the middle of shooting, and everyone would have to take cover and go into tents, and sometimes wait an hour or so for these huge sandstorms to blow over. Never thought I'd be in that.
We saw a couple of creature designs just now. Can you
Is
tell us
that
who
the
they
Poe?
are? Can
Oh,
you
it
show
is
us,
Poe.
Are there any other creatures that you can show
Okay,
us?
then.
There's a fun character who just appears, whose name
Oh
is
my
Claude
God.
with a K.
What an absolute unit.
He is a friend
Oh
of the
no,
Resistance.
it's real.
The poster was
Borf!
Oh my god.
What?
Thank God.
It was?
Oh my god. What the fuck is this? It's like a
You
big
gotta have
snot.
him. You gotta have him.
Wexley.
But there are so many.
Damn,
there
that's-
were when we
that's
did
one
episode
big
7,
slide.
I felt like it had been.
I'm so disappointed it's real.
What had been created
Why?
in terms of
Hello.
creatures when you
Erect,
see.
I think he looks
this movie,
adorable.
I'm so happy it's real.
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think
the
it's
whole
cool looking.
It's an incredible thing what they've made.
just-
I fucking love
the
it.
actors who
It's
perform
I'm already thinking about what kind of Rule
Can
34
I
there will
just
be.
say, there's
Is that
one
bad?
particular creature
What?
running
No, no,
around
it's
set
completely
that,
normal.
really,
Wait, did you say
thought
Rule
was
34?
wonderful.
I
Think
did.
of the potential.
And,
Oh,
That
it
is
was
good.
my son,
You do you.
who got to visit the set,
Opportunity.
and I'm just kidding. And
Where's
was
the
so
OT
lovely
aliens?
working on this film after becoming a father.
Yeah, I need to get those fucking Twi'leks, damn
to
it.
have my son, that's my son right there.
Oh, that's his son.
And if you see the
I
wonder,
thought it was
that
a
he's
baby
not
Chewbacca
afraid
was about to
of
eat.
Chewbacca.
Worf is so huge, it scares me.
He had a good time with this
He's
cast.
lumpy.
and
Oh, that's
especially
Daisy. Oh,
Thank
shit, I didn't
you so
recognize.
much for all the cast.
What
for
was that weird
welcoming little
sound just
Athos,
now?
whose name nobody can pronounce, just like mine. To this Star Wars experience. Thank you
Lumpy.
so much, guys, and,
Oh, God. Trailer?
No, at the risk of pandering,
Trailer
Star Wars
when?
fans are the greatest fans.
Not some of them.
And I know,
More talk, of course.
I know because I am one of them.
This is a boys.
I've been a Star Wars
Wait,
fan.
Star Wars fans were greatest fans in the world? That ain't true.
That's true.
That's not true, no.
What is that?
There's too many Star Wars
I would love
fans,
to tell
so
a
they
story.
can't be.
Look, just Thanos snap the entire Star Wars universe.
Yes.
Yes.
So this is very quickly the story. So when I was
Good
in
idea.
1977, when I was 13 years old, local radio station was giving away tickets to this movie called Star Wars. Nobody knew
BB-8
what it
telling him to
was.
shut up.
And me and my friends.
BB-8 was telling him to give us the trailer.
Give us the fucking trailer, Colbert.
Had to go to the local radio station to pick up.
God damn it, it's like being edged.
$12.50 on your amplifier.
He's looking at him.
And it was me, Keith Sargent.
It's like being fucking edged. It's the fucking
Somebody had to drive.
it's the fucking Archer
And we were handing
stuff all over again.
and we said, can we keep
I have the bluest of balls.
Damn it.
It felt like it was special because there were big tickets and it had the Death Star. And
I haven't even been up all day. I just woke up like 10 minutes ago.
And it said Star Wars, and what the hell was Star Wars? And we walked in, we sat down, and as soon as a long time ago,
Oh, that's fucking Stephen Colbert.
on the screen.
Wow.
You just realized
just
that?
noticed?
Yes.
What the fuck?
I just
He's been
woke up
talking for like
like
10 minutes, dude.
I just woke up like 10 minutes ago. Leave me alone.
I mean, I did too, but you know.
I just realized Star Wars Celebration was happening 10 minutes ago. I thought Colbert was this. Was J.J.
We
Abrams.
didn't know what we were in for, and then 2 hours later.
Why is Kylo
we woke up
hugging
past
Rey
the
in the
mom and said,
fucking
"Movie's over."
picture?
She didn't like the flashing
You
lights.
don't ask
And
those questions.
we got in the
That is
car,
specific
went
way.
home, and it was a full moon, and I know it was 3 weeks before because it
No,
was a
I need
full
to
moon,
know.
And we all thought it was the Death Star
Sure.
following us as we
What?
went home.
Dark side user.
And on Monday when I
I
got to
missed a
school, we
lot.
couldn't explain to anybody how everything was different now, and that we had seen the future. So anyway, that's why I've been a fan 3 weeks longer than all of y'all. So
Me. Gatekeeping everything.
BB, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Flex. Alright.
He's got something to say.
Please.
Give me
The
the
solo
fucking
movie hyped me
trailer.
enough. I just want to see a episode 9 trailer.
Oh shit, here we go.
Let's bring him out.
Oh shit.
He's gonna say the N word.
This is Obama. Get down.
I love him.
Oh, fuck yeah.
No, I don't need
What? Aww.
It's a megaphone on wheels.
It's a megaphone.
It looks like a dog. Literally crying.
It looks like a dog.
Dude, just give
Yeah, it looks like a dog.
Yeah, this is.
Like
It looks like one of those looking
Oh, like those dogs with the long snout.
What it looks like is it looks like one of those fucking
Bullshit.
what is it? It looks like those things from Spy vs. Spy on Mad TV and Mad Magazine.
Oh yeah, I know you don't know.
That's pretty cool how they can like.
I fuck with this.
You were expecting a trailer, but it was me, Dio.
There was rig and puppeteers and things.
That thing is so fucking tiny.
Celebration last time. These were different designs.
That's what she said.
Working on him.
It's like
Yes,
Wally.
you.
Celebration
Jesus.
last time when on episode 7 when BB-8 rolled out and we'd never had a BB-8.
I like that red one more.
All of those designs are already good.
The red one goes faster.
Makes these,
Give me
What?
trailer.
Are you an orc?
Give me trailer.
So this is really
Kapow.
for you.
How does it turn?
I don't know.
It has to like do wide turns.
It has science.
Can we please show our appreciation to JJ and Kathy?
I don't think it can.
Why can't we have droids like this in real life?
I don't know.
This would be better than AI.
But that's the same thing as AI. It's
Just get one at Galaxy's Edge.
I'd punch a droid.
Here we go.
Please.
come on.
Yes.
Is it time yet?
Why are the lights coming back on? This has to like come on.
I don't think we're gonna get a trailer.
Come on.
Wait.
Wow. The first order.
Oh my god. I really don't think we're gonna get a trailer.
Everyone shut
Here
up.
comes.
Not a trailer.
Everyone shut up.
We're getting it, yeah!
By any stretch of the imagination, is there anything else you would like to share with the audience?
Who here wants to
Oh,
see a
fuck.
trailer?
Of course. I knew it.
Finally. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
Of course you knew it.
ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stephen
Okay,
Oh my
everybody shut
God,
up.
come on.
Everybody,
Here we go.
you-
Thank you very much. This is so fun.
Kathy, Anthony, Kelly, Daisy, John, Oscar.
May, turn your iPad back on.
We're gonna get out of your way, but most
Full
of you,
volume.
thank you so much.
I shall.
Hope you enjoy it. Cheers.
I love you all, but you're getting muted.
iPad is on at 1%.
I know.
Shit.
Oh no.
I'm so ready
Oh,
for
full
this.
screen.
Oh fuck!
Okay, I guess I'm gonna.
Come on.
Oh my god.
I thought that was one of you people doing that.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
Oh shit.
It's Kylo's speeder.
Holy hell, this
Oh,
is a trailer.
fuck.
What?
Oh, it's gonna be so badass.
Oh dear god.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He really did hot bullet
It's
that
amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It might actually. I think it might actually.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think they'll do an episode 10, honestly.
Storm pilot, right?
Oh.
Leia!
Oh, fuck.
Is that the Death Star?
Wait.
Looks like part of it, yeah.
What?
What was that laugh?
Hello?
It's blue!
Oh, shit!
It's serious!
The Rise of Skywalker!
That's hot, laughing.
The Rise of
Oh,
Skywalker.
my god.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, what the fuck?
That was fucking great. That might have been better than the first Force Awakens trailer.
Holy
Guys, I gotta say, that's the best Star Wars trailer I've ever seen.
Right?
That was
It's
really
all
good.
good.
That trailer was better than any of the Last Jedi trailer. Gotta be.
It's
And
much
it's blue.
better.
It's
That was
blue.
better than
It's
the Force
fucking
Awakens.
blue.
That was
What?
amazing.
Green. It's not purple.
Oh shit!
There we go. There he is.
What the fuck?
Incomplete. My dick hard.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do the voice.
Link.
What the
So was
fuck?
that him at the end?
I'm about to do it.
Laughing at the end. That was freaking Palpatine.
It was
Yeah, that
Palpatine.
Oh
was.
my god.
Now,
They're-
young
Oh
Skywalker.
my god.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
Oh, I can't even right now.
That's it.
No one expected the Rise
Oh
of
my
Skywalker.
God.
That's amazing.
That's literally it.
I'm gonna play it again.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
He said roll it again.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Wait, are they playing it from a... Is it darker?
Oh shit.
So they all start with the. Crazy.
I'm confused.
I want this movie now.
Was that the fucking Death Star?
Yeah, that was the Death Star.
Wait, what?
Please, no more Death Stars.
Dude, this shot is
Literal
insane.
kill.
Original Death Star?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And this is clearly JJ's like.
This is
cinematic
so
film.
nuts, dude. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Full screen.
Oh man, I love this.
God damn it, I blocked Reddit.
I really doubt they do episode 10 now, just because that seems like a hard
Nah,
thing.
it's the end of the whole Star Wars saga. I hope this will be a good end.
Well, this is going to be the end of the trilogy.
Look at this thing. Look at it.
I'm entirely lost.
Please be a success. I want a Kenobi movie.
The laugh, dude.
Oh my god.
I got,
Oh my god!
You know, I gotta go. I gotta go call a bro. See you guys.
Oh god. You know, I was worried the trailer might be bad, but I think this is the best one.
That was.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally.
It's exactly what you want a Star Wars trailer to be, just ambiguous as fuck.
Yeah, this is just like.
And we got a title as well.
You guys
The Rise of
Dude, the
Skywalker.
title. What the hell, man?
The Rise of Skywalker.
What do you guys think of the title?
Fucking love it. That's
Wait,
so,
what was the
like,
title? Fuck, I missed it.
The Rise of